friends, welcome to Credence IAS Weekly Karnataka Current Affairs. In this video, I am going to discuss about the various current events happened in the first week of July. Discussing with the first current issue which happened, which is the important issue which happened in the first week of July. It is the ranking displayed by the Department of Promotion of Industries and Industrial and Internal Trade, which talks about the various states ranking with regard to the reforms they have carried out in order to attract the industries. Of this, the Karnataka state has emerged as a top achiever. The Karnataka state has achieved this top position along with other states such as with AP, Telangana, Gujarat, Haryana, Punjab and Tamil Nadu. Including Karnataka, have assumed the top position or the first position with regard to ease of doing business, where they have what are the reforms they have carried out in order to attract the investment or in order to attract the industries so that they can establish their industrial setup here and do their business. So, what are the major steps that the government, Karnataka state government has taken with regard to in order to assume the first position? It is majorly such as various feedback grievances. The grievances that the industries which they drive through or go through has to be addressed properly so that their issue areas or grievances can be addressed properly with the proper feedback mechanism and resolving their grievances. That one was addressed promptly. Then the various land reforms have been carried out. Central inspection system, single window clearance, Udyoga Mitra. These are some of the various reform steps that the Karnataka state government has taken, which has made the Karnataka to bag the top position in the ease of doing business. So, moving on to the next aspect. So, the ease of doing business is given among the various states since 2015 by Department Promotion of Industries and Industrial Trade in association with the World Bank based on the BRAP plan, that is the Business Reforms Action Plan. How each state carry out its business reforms action plan based on those reforms or the steps that the state has taken in order to facilitate the business. Based on that, the ranking will be provided since 2015 in association with the World Bank, where the DPI, Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade, acts as a facilitating agency which will publish this report, giving the various competitiveness among the state, so that various states can bring various reforms to attract the business and ensures that industries will be set up and helps in the faster growth and development of the nation. So, this is with regard to the rankings. Then moving on to the next aspect is, there was one more ranking published, that is called a startup ranking published. It is also done by the Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade itself, where it talks about what are the initiatives that the government has taken in order to flourish and give encouragement and facilitate the startups. So, in this scenario also, Karnataka has bagged Best Performer Award with regard to the startups. So, even the Bengaluru is also called a startup capital of India, where various startups have come across and they have done well, are doing well with regard to their technology, where the government has been a facilitator by giving the facilities such as maybe the plug and play mode of infrastructure facility, subsidies or subsidized land prices for the various investors or the persons who come and make the investment for the startups. So, among them, some of the various important initiatives that the government has taken, such as they have established an engineering research and development policy. So, the government has established a separate engineering research and development policy to attract sector focused incentives. So, for various sectors, they have provided the incentives. In order to attract this, the government has performed engineering research and development policy. Apart from that, they have also made regulatory sandboxes where they will encourage the various startups to come and invest or start their business in Karnataka. So, like this, and also they have made various exemption policies with regard to the municipal laws, with regard to the internal state domestic laws, and various exemptions, subsidies for land, for purchasing the land, electricity tariffs, subsidies. Like this, they have made various concessions for the startups. For this, the Karnataka state government has bagged the best performer award. So moving on to the next aspect with regard to the current issue, it is with regard to the Anti-Venom Research Center has been established at Bangalore. Anti-Venom Research Development Center has been established at the Institute of Bioinformatics and Applied Biotechnology, which is situated at the Electronic City. The Anti-Venom Research Center has been established. Why is it in need? Because India is considered the global capital for snake bites. According to the statistics by the government, annually 58,000 people die due to the snake bite, and 1,37,000 persons will go through the disabilities due to the snake bites. So in order to address this issue, the government has established the Anti-Venom Research Center, which will have a state-of-the-art infrastructure, and it will house various types of venomous snakes, where from that venom can be taken out, and anti-venom can be prepared from these snakes. Apart from these snakes, it will also employ various other venomous species, which may be spiders, scorpions, and other type of venomous insects are also being breeded here, and they will be established in this research center, so that the venom can be extracted from this species, so that the anti-venom for that particular species can be prepared. So the major problem with India is we don't have a better access to the anti-venom. So in the rural hinterlands and the various other areas, the people are not able to get the anti-venom in a given period of time. Because of the lack of facility and availability of anti-venoms are considered one of the biggest cause for the death caused due to the snake bites. In order to address this issue and to provide all anti-venoms to the different types of venomous species, especially the snakes, the government has established this center, and also in association with Indian Institute of Science, they are undertaking various research and development with regard to coming up of new type of antivenoms, or what need to be done in order to treat when there is a bite from the venomous species. So this is with regard to the Anti-Venom Research Center. Moving on to the next topic, recently Government of India has nominated 4 persons into Rajya Sabha. Office Virendra Hegde, the noted philanthropist and a administrator of the Dharmasthala temple, has also been nominated for the Rajya Sabha. Apart from Virendra Hegde, the famous music composer Ilayaraja, athlete P.T. Usha, and Vijayendra Prasad, the noted filmmaker and also a story writer, has also been nominated for the Rajya Sabha. Looking into the personal achievements or personal details of Sri Virendra Hegde, he is considered as Dharmadhikari of Dharmasthala temple, and he is a great philanthropist, social worker, social service provider, and what we also call as a visionary and a educationist. Earlier in 2000 itself, he has been awarded Padma Bhushan. In 2015, he has been awarded Padma Vibhushan, second highest civilian award of India. Virendra Hegde is responsible for various social development and other economic activities of its. One is the RDSCTI, which means Rural Development and Self-Employment Training Institute, which has been established from the Dharmasthala, Shri Kshetra Dharmasthala Development Board, where they focus on giving training to the rural youth and help in getting them employment. So this is one of the initiatives they have taken place. And also the next is Shri Kshetra Dharmasthala Rural Development Project. In this there will be under this there will be a inclusive holistic rural development project will be undertaken by this board, so that they can develop individual rural villages or places, so that they can get a better access to the basic facilities. Virendra Hegde in his leadership has established various educational institutions, starting from the primary schools till the higher medical education and engineering colleges. Various educational institutions have been part of Dharmasthala temple. So like this, the Virendra Hegde is being part of various developmental, social, economical activities which has played a very important role in upbringing of the society, and his concern towards the society has been recognized, and hence he has been nominated for the Rajya Sabha. According to the Article 80 of the Constitution, as we know, the President of India can nominate 12 persons to the Rajya Sabha who have done contribution with regard to literature, arts, science and social service. So the persons who have done contribution in these fields can be nominated by the President of India to the Rajya Sabha. The rationale behind this is the persons who have done immense contribution must have the representation in the Rajya Sabha, so that the discussions or the reforms which they bring in the Rajya Sabha will be helpful. The Rajya Sabha will get the best of the minds who have done the various contribution in this field, so that they can be a part of the Rajya Sabha and help in effective functioning of the Rajya Sabha. So this is with regard to what we understand by the contribution of Shri Virendra Hegde. So moving on to the next aspect, it is with regard to the analog chipset for artificial intelligence applications. The Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Science has developed a analog chipset for AI applications. So it was been named as Aryabhatta 1, which means analog reconfigurable technology and bioscalable hardware for AI tasks. So this is what they have been given the name for. So it will be very helpful. It will be very helpful in the AI based applications, especially the applications will be used in the object and speech recognition. In those areas, this analog based device is very helpful in understanding and in getting the applications majorly based on the artificial intelligence. But there are some various challenges which the Indian Institute of Science has posed upon in order to manufacture this chipset, such as the making of the analog chipset may be difficult because of the hardware issues involved here, and also it is various other issues such as testing and co-designing the analog process becomes very difficult. So they have listed various technological difficulties in order to bring in this to the usable level, but they are taking research under this section. So because of this it can revolutionize the next generation technology, that is called as the AI based technologies, by using this analog chipset for the AI applications. So this has been given by the Indian Institute of Science. So we can use this in GS mains paper 3 also, and also you can in the objective type paper also. In the prelims they may ask you what actually the Aryabhatta stands for, which organization has developed this. So you need to understand this issue, what it's all about. So this is what were the various events which have happened in the first week of July. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching this video.